We're back for our class of materials where we're gonna talk about glasses, okay? I left here in the description a link where you can download the file of Unreal Engine, okay? In case you didn't understand something or you had some problem, okay? So the link is below the video below. There's a link where you can download this, okay? In the description. Okay, let's open the project. Level Piano House. In this class, we're gonna talk about glasses, okay? Because in the next class, it's gonna be a different class, okay? Where we're gonna create the other materials, okay? Before we get to the class of migrate, okay? That is going to be our next module. So let's talk a little about glasses, okay? Inside Unreal Engine. Look, inside Unreal Engine 5, recording the video in March 2022, we are using the Unreal Engine 5 Preview 1, okay? This week was launched the Unreal 5 Preview 2, okay? We're going to download this together, okay? Okay, today in March, we have a limitation by using glasses with looming, but after we're going to use ray tracing. We're going to learn how to use ray tracing, okay? For reflections and also for the transparency of materials, okay? So until the final of this course, we're gonna work with looming in case you don't have ray tracing in your GPU, okay? If you have ray tracing in your GPU, after you're going to find a module of ray tracing, okay, where we're gonna activate this for the reflections and transparency, okay? For now, we're not going to use ray tracing, okay? We're going to use looming, all right? Okay, so in March of 2022, using Unreal Engine 5 with reflections and global illumination of type looming, we have some limitations, okay? The early version of Unreal Engine 5 that we had early access, the glasses, they were even more limited, okay? It wasn't possible to use glasses without ray tracing, okay? Now here we can use material of glass with Unreal Engine 5, like using like lighting technology, the reflections, looming, all right? So let's create the material of glass, but we have to keep in mind that in March 2022, there are still limitations when we talk about material of glasses by using looming. This problem was already solved if you use reflections and transparency of the type ray tracing, okay? If you take a look at the modules, you will see that there are already a module of ray tracing, okay? But following step by step the course, we're going to evolve. We'll get through looming, reflection of the type looming, and after that, our project gets really developed, then we can get the ray tracing, okay? So you can go step by step with our course here. In this class, we are with looming, aligning, reflection, and transparency. After doing the course, we will see about ray tracing, okay? So if you want already to learn about ray tracing, you can see that module, okay? But if you want to see step by step to not get confused, learning just looming first, it's okay. After you can learn about ray tracing, okay? So let's make a glass material having a global illumination and the reflection of the type looming. Okay, so we still have some limitations, but it's okay. We're gonna see it together. Okay, let's create the material. Let's see a new material, a master, because unlike the other materials with the surface without transparency, materials with transparency requires another way to create the material. Let's create a new material. Let's call it master. Okay, it's the main material of the glass. Let's call it glass. All right, let's access here the nodes of the material. All right, cool. So the type of glass, we want surface. The blend mode, we don't want opaque anymore. Now we want translucent. Okay, look at this. You can see that now we don't have some options anymore, some parameters, and it has activated some other parameters like opacity. Speaking of glass, we need this material with two-sided. Then we're going to see both sides, okay? In front of it and the internal of this material, okay? The next parameter that we have to change is to say that instead of volumetric non-directional in the lining mode, we want this last one, surface, okay? You can see that now we have some other parameters as base color, specular, roughness. Okay, let's see. Well, this is one of the ways to create glass materials inside Unreal Engine. Okay, so let's convert the base color to parameter so that we can choose the color. Okay, convert to metallic if it's metallic or not. 0 is not metallic. Okay, specular, let's leave it 1 by standard. Right button, promote here. Roughness, let's leave it in 0. Okay, look at this. We are transforming our material. Opacity, it's in 0. 100% transparency. Let's get started with 0.2, 20% of transparency. Look, we're making the glass material. Yeah, look at this. And in this node of reflection, you're going to control the IOR of your glass. Okay, the refractive index. And actually, we can call it IOR. Okay, nice. Basically, with this, it's enough to create the material, okay, the glass material. So let's apply it. Yeah, that's it. Nice. One thing that we can do, we can add a sphere in the scene. Look at this. So that we can see the glass material. Okay. Right button, create an instance of the material, and let's call it material instance glass 01. Look, it is here. Let's send our object. Look at this. As you can see, our material, our glass material is already created. Okay, it is already here in the scene. And now let's adjust the parameters. Okay, let's do it. Let's say if it's metallic or not. Well, the glass material, we're going to use metallic. Yeah, it's a metallic material. So that we can have the reflection of this material. Okay, let me leave the IOR in 1. Okay, look at this. So there is no more refractive index. Okay, the IOR. Okay, all right, the opacity, okay, the roughness 0.01, the base color, let's change from black to white. Okay, our material cannot be black. Okay, it has to be white. And here we can adjust the parameters. Okay, let's see, for example, opacity, we can adjust here. A little more IOR. Look at this. With a little more roughness or polished. You know, you can adjust here. Nice. As you can realize, as you can notice, the material, my material is transparent. However, the reflection, it's not very clear. Look, the reflection is not clear. So for example, let's change the opacity. Look at this, the reflection now. When we use a material, a glass material in Unreal Engine 5. It is not perfect yet. Today in 2022, in the month of March, one of the limitations of Unreal Engine 5 is when we talk about reflections of the materials, translucent materials, I mean. But now, for now, let's accept this. And I can confess that it's kind of frustrating, but I hope that soon in the preview 4 or 5, that we can use the Lumen glass materials in a perfect form, in a perfect way, translucent and with reflections, okay? You can use this already since you use the illumination, the lighting of the type Lumen and reflections of the type ray tracing by going on post process, seen here, changing from Lumen to ray tracing. Okay, we will learn how to use this, how to use the reflections of the type ray tracing. Okay, there is this module available. Okay, but don't go there yet. Okay, let's keep going, developing the project totally in Lumen, lining and reflection of the glass. Okay, let's develop this, and also with the limitation, it's okay, because after we're gonna talk about ray tracing. All right, let's try to develop it the maximum we can in Lumen. All right, so that way we will be able to make the project in both ways, ray tracing and Lumen. Okay, nice. So let's get back to the transparency here, the opacity. Let's see, let's take a look at our reference. Look, it's a crystal glass. Let's see, it looks a little green, maybe. Well, we can make some different shades of glasses. And here it's very crystal. Let's bring a little green here. Yeah, and let's apply it, okay? Yeah, let's apply this material in our glasses here. Oops. I'm gonna take another here. It's gonna be better. So, glass material, let's apply it on the glass. Look, in this blue one here. Right? All right, it has already applied. Look, this one is with IOR. You can notice that this glass is being repeated. Okay, let's change the IOR. Let's leave it in 1.1. It's a lot. Let's see, like this. Yeah, look at this, just a little bit of IOR. Okay, let's see, and we can bring for this glass here a little opacity. Let's see, Mm, I think it wants to bring the reflection, but I mean, for now, let's keep it this way. Okay. Uh, it has allowed the light to enter. Let's see. Well, it's very similar to the reference. Mm, okay, it's cool here as well. Oh, we have these ones here as well that we can add, and we can position these doors on the right places. Glass, okay. Let's position this. Okay, and let's position this. I think the door here, the room door. Okay, we can position this as well. This one is one of the doors of the room. Okay, let me put it here. This one is, oh, we have some problem here. The glass is too thick. So this model is not 100%. So we're gonna have to send to max and then get it back. But let's leave it like this, because in the next class, we're gonna correct this. Okay, so yeah, let's leave it like this. All right, next class, I'm gonna leave it corrected for you, okay? Okay, so let's position the glasses in the right place. And actually, I'm gonna speed up the video, okay? And you can follow me what I'm doing, okay? I'm gonna position the glasses in the right places. Nice. We put all the glasses here in the house. It's a pity that the glass isn't perfect by using Loom. It's a pity. But don't worry about it, because when we use ray tracing, it's gonna get perfect. Yeah. For now, with Looming, we have this limitation, okay? So let's separate these glasses in layers so that they're not gonna bother each other, okay? And then we will be able to view our scene in a better way. because it's not perfect, and maybe that can mess mess up our scene. Okay, so I'm gonna select them. They are already in the position. Let's create a folder for them. Let's call it static mesh. Inside static mesh, frames underline door. Okay, this way we can close the layer and they are not gonna bother us. Okay, this door here, I'm gonna correct this. uh, in the next class you will have this file to download, okay, and it's gonna be corrected. Okay, nice, everything is ready. Okay, the glasses were already positioned. I'm gonna put them in the layer frames. Okay, frames door, right button, move to frames door. That's it. It's great. Yeah, cool. Let's get it back here. And then I can erase the frame door. Great. Yeah, pretty cool. So I'm gonna finish this class where we learned how to create glass material. Obviously, it's a simple glass. There are ways to improve to make it more elaborated, put variation on the reflections, or do other things and the map opacity and everything. But you can use these concepts that we studied and you can improve this, okay, to make it more sophisticated. All right. There in the migrate class, we're gonna learn how to use a different material, and maybe like it's a really interesting source to use on the reflection, but don't worry about it. We're gonna see in another class. For now it's okay, and in the next class we're gonna finish the materials of this scene. We're gonna apply the materials that are remaining, and then we're gonna get to the migrate class. That is gonna be in the next module. See you. Okay, cool. Welcome to another class of materials. Okay, this is going to be the last class of this module. Okay, possibly, but don't worry about it because we're going to see more about materials. Okay, during the course, about foliage, about materials of vegetations, fabric materials. Okay, plastic, metals. All right. We're gonna see this during the course, okay? But specifically about the module materials, this is possibly the last class about it, okay? All right, so I left here below the video a link, all right, in the description of the file arranging 5 that we did in the last class, and also with the FBX of that door corrected, okay? And I also left here a link for you to download the textures surface. Okay, I'm gonna extract here. Inside this folder we have here the textures, all right, the concrete, or base color, roughness, glossiness, normal, we have all of these here, and the specular as well. Okay, so you can download and follow me. All right. And I also left here some textures to simulate surfaces, okay, so that we can use in roughness, for example. variations, things like that. Okay, that's gonna be a different class. All right. It's gonna be an update of the project. Okay. I'll leave music playing in the background. Probably I won't talk too much in this class. Okay. But you can watch the class with me. All right. And there will be nothing new. Okay. I'm going to use the concept in this class that we learned. Okay. To replace textures, adjust parameters. All right. Some things like this, a specular, roughness. Okay. So yeah, and I'm going to update our project. Okay. In the next class, next module, where we're going to talk about migrate, we will learn to bring a texture, water material from another project. It's gonna be a way more complex material. And also we're gonna bring the template of arranging. Okay, so for this class here, basically we're gonna watch just an updating of the project. Okay, look the reference, do some adjustments. That's gonna be this class. Okay, that's gonna be it. Uh, and you can speed up this class if you want, or you can watch in a normal uh, speed. It's okay, it's up to you. All right, so let's access here on Unreal Engine the project. You can access there as well. Piano house, level, piano house. Nice. Oh, unfortunately, the reflections of the glasses without retracing doesn't favor us. Maybe today the glass cannot be a problem, all right? But you can keep the glass there. If you're watching the course recently after it was recorded, unfortunately, we still have this limitation without retracing, okay? All right, so let's make our scene more clear. Okay, I'm gonna hide these elements here. I'm gonna leave just the windows there. Okay, look. Um, all right. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to import the textures that we brought here. Okay. I think I'm gonna create a folder first. New folder. I'm gonna call it um, surface. And after, we're going to organize these textures, the folders. We're going to delete the ones that we're not going to use. You will see that we have a really good strategy and very simple to clean the file. We're going to see this in the migrate class, okay? Let's take the concretes here. Okay. Import the surfaces. They are textures. They were downloaded from the Quixel website. I left them here separated for you. Let's convert to regular texture of 4K. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Now I just have to duplicate the instances and uh, adjust the roughness, the other things, you know, put a texture, a different texture to try to find uh, the texture, the variation. Okay, I'm gonna create, for example, a leather material for this armchair that is basically the same texture of the couch, but I just have to change the colors. Okay, so I'm gonna leave music from in the background. All right, and yeah, if I think that it makes sense to say something, I will stop the music and I'll let you know. Okay. Wow. Maybe I can see you in the final of the class. Yeah. See you.
just like you, just like you. For how long, for how long must I wait? I know there's something wrong. Your concrete heart isn't beating, and I've tried to make it come alive. No shadows, just red lights. Now I'm here to rescue you.
Okay, guys, as you can see during the video, uh, we adopted the materials, we developed the other adjustments, the nodes that we already know, okay? And we could develop a lot of materials, okay? As for example, the piano, table, the armchair, and actually the armchair, we're gonna use another material, but we're gonna talk about it after we see the migrate, okay? That is going to be in the next module, all right? So we developed here, as you can see that we have the roughness here and specular, all right, the variation and everything. And also here in this golden material, the variations, and you can adjust there according to your knowledge, uh, according to your experience, okay? Uh, all right, so you have some concepts to adapt, all right? And that's it. Yeah, we have the armchair here. We created its material. Um, I think we can increase a little bit the position of our post process and we can make our scene lighter. Okay, let's see. Exposure. Let me put 1. Okay, yeah, that's better. Yeah, let me close it. Okay, here it's cool. Uh, we have this material here. We have to apply it here. I think we can do it actually. Windows details. Uh, and apply it here. Let's see. We can create a copy maybe. Let's see. Maybe a gray. Let me leave it a little more like that, kind of gray. All right. Yeah, that's it. Great. I go here. Let's get back there. Cool. Yeah. Our scene is being building. It's beautiful, right? With these yellow lights. Let's distribute this a little bit so that we can have this beautiful specular. It can be like this. More diffuse, maybe. Less intensity, maybe. Yeah, that's it. 3500 of temperature. Yeah. And now we have this X here. It means that some of these shadows, movables, they are passing here, okay? So I need to decrease the length of this object, okay? It symbolizes how much our light is faulty, okay? The facts. Everything that is inside this area, there is an effect on the light. Look, I'm gonna increase this radius, okay? And things are gonna get illuminated. Okay, let me change it here. Let's see. This way we can disappear with this X. That is when the objects they stop. Let's see. To 150 or more. Alright, I have a light here. Let's see. A little more yellow. 3,500. Let's see. Cool. Well, it's actually very strong, so let's decrease a little bit. Let's see. Great. Yeah. There are still materials that we can apply, as for example the leather material, some materials on the sidewalk, other things that we can apply, the variation on the reflection. But I think for this class, for now, it's okay. All right, so that's not gonna be a too long class. And all right, in the next class, we're gonna talk about emissive materials. Okay, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna use them here in our point of lights. Okay, that we have during for all over the house. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna make it available for you to download it. Okay, in the next class. That is gonna be where we're gonna talk about emissive materials. See you. Cool. We're back here to our class where we're gonna talk about emissive materials. You can download these files here in the link below the video. Okay, that's the updated version. Okay, after we worked in the last class. Okay, you can download it and you will have exactly this file here. Okay, to study the emissive materials. Okay, to work the emissive materials, we're gonna go to a darker area here. Let's see, it's a good area to study the emissive materials. But before, let's create a camera here. All right, the 18 camera. All right, let's change it to camera 18. Okay, yeah, we are in the camera 18. Let's adjust the details to take the exposure off. So let's take it off so that we can understand the emissive materials. Let's see here. -8, a little darker. Let's see. What is basically an emissive material? Is a type of material that emits light. Okay, I mean, not necessarily, but it simulates this light emission. Okay, let's create a sphere here and put in the scene. Let's see the scale. Let's decrease it a little bit, and let's create an emissive material. Materials. Right button. Materials. Let's call it master. Emissive. And let's access it here. A material of the type emissive, it's very simple. It's basically add nodes here inside. Okay, emissive color. Let's put a constant of 3 vectors here so that I'll be able to select colors. Convert to parameter, call it color. Let's create a multiply here so that I'll be able to increase or decrease the brightness of this color. And I'll be able to use a scale to multiply this parameter. I'm gonna call it color intensity. I'm gonna leave in 1 here. Let's change here to red, and let's apply it. Cool. Look, we have a different aspect here. Right button, create material, instance. Let's see, let's rename it MI, and let's apply it on our object. Okay. So we are with our material. Okay. Let's increase the intensity here. Look. It's starting to illuminate our scene, that paints our scene, okay, with the color that is in our material. Let's change the color for example, blue, and let's see what's gonna happen. I think minus intensity, maybe. Yeah, look at this. You see this? I can create another one. I can duplicate. And let's see. I'm gonna put, for example, red here. Look at this. I'm gonna apply it. A red and a blue now. And you can notice that it respects the color and the emission, okay, of this GI. And then you're gonna ask me, okay, Dennis, but can I use emissive materials to illuminate my scene, for example? And I'll tell you that unfortunately, no, it's not a good idea to use emissive materials to illuminate your scene, because you don't have something accurate about the bouncings, for example. When you add a light in your scene, it has the function of literally illuminating your scene, and the calculation, the bouncings, the information of direct light and indirect light, they are way more accurate. Okay, let me increase the intensity here. Let's see. When we work with lining inside Unreal to generate the illumination, the lining, the calculation are more accurate. Okay, you can calculate the shadow of the light. You have a lot of features to work by using lining to illuminate your scene. Now, for a visual effect, for you to put a lamp or a bedside lamp, to put this emissive material inside the points of light, it's cool. Yeah, the visual is really cool. The visual aspect is really cool. So let's use this concept to create the materials, okay, to generate the textures, the emissive textures. Okay, if we get closer here, we'll notice that there's a texture here of lamp. Besides creating emissive material based on the color, we can also create based on the texture. Let's do it. Let's duplicate this emissive material. Let's call it emissive material test. I open it. Let's take the texture that is inside here. Let's see, texture, the magnifying glass. Let's see. Okay, we brought it here. Let's work on this now. I can change it here. My constant of 3 vectors that was for color, now I can use for a texture. You see this? And as in all material, you can, for example, add a node to control the repetition, the rotation, okay? The same concepts that we learned. Okay, I'm gonna apply it and I'm gonna close it. Look our material, our emissive material here. Let's see, look at this. And our emissive material, texture, an instance now. Let's see, let's apply it here, this instance, in one of these lamps here, okay? Cool. Now we can increase the intensity as we did with the sphere, okay? Obviously, as we are with a dark scene without compensating of exposure, obviously we need a way more intensity, okay? Maybe like this, more or less like this. Let's put 10,000. And as you can see, it's changing. Look at this. It's lighting our scene. It doesn't like illuminate our scene because it's a really small emitter, but visually it looks like our spot is turned on. And actually, let's apply to all the other spots, okay? Static mesh lamp. That's why it's really good to work in an organized way. Select all the lamps in my scene, details, and let's apply it. Oops, I took something wrong. Let's see. Here, I guess. Yeah. Material. Let's apply it for all of them. Let's apply for the bulb as well. Okay? Yeah. Look at this. So now all the lamps have this light. Okay. I'm going to exit the camera, and actually I'm gonna delete this, and the compensation is gonna be updated. Look at this. All right, I just deleted this. We don't need this. Okay. Let's see the post process of our project. Let's see. Okay, great. That's great. Look. Now our lamps are illuminated. There as well. Let's see. Details. Let's change the intensity. It was with 20,000, I guess. I think it's cool. Yeah, 20,000. Great. Yeah, really cool. Look how beautiful this is. And yeah, this light is really strong because of the compensation of the exposure. Let's see. There as well. Yeah, cool. Let's take a look here. Yeah, very well illuminated. Nice. Here as well. Cool. And actually, let's already put the materials of this lamp here. We know that there's glass and there are materials of the type emissive. Let's take a glass material that we are already using in our scene. Let's take, for example, this. Let's apply it. Glass. All right, cool. It's a material that I put in yellow so that we can know that it's a light. Okay, materials. Look, materials, the emissive materials. I'm gonna take the one without texture, the yellow one, kind of orange. It was red actually. We can change it. We can put a little more yellow. Or what if we put textures? Let me see. Yeah, it's way better. It's not perfect because it wasn't mapping in the correct way, but it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. Or not. It's not that cool. Let's change it a little bit. Let's see. After we can map this, for now let's just paint this in black. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. Here is good. Where else we have more emissive materials? Maybe out there. Let me take a look. Let's see. Yeah, they're here. Let me put in the scene. I'm gonna try to zero the position. Yeah, perfect. Not the other one as well. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, it's correct. It's perfect. Let's now put the materials. The wall material. Wall, glass, and light. So let's follow this logic. Let's see. Light, and the gray is the glass material. So let's see. We have here the glass, and yeah, perfect. Now it's okay. Same thing in the other one. Let's see, the wall, glass, and light. Great. Perfect. Yeah. Cool. Based on that, this way are created the materials, the emissive materials. So if you have a lamp in your scene or a light in your scene, you can put an emissive material to simulate the light in a visual form. But if you want, for example, to turn on the light in a correct form, in a correct way, it's interesting that you use the emissive material so that you can emit the light, okay? Indeed. And distribute the direct light, all right? So we can put a spot here. We can talk about that after, okay, in the next class. The class where we're gonna adjust the project, okay? I'm gonna finish this class here where we learned how to make emissive materials. And in the next class, we're gonna talk a little migrate, okay? That is the process that we use inside Unreal to bring features, all right, assets of other projects to this one, or from this project to other projects, okay? So, see you. I see you in the next class. Bye.